Hi, my name is Jumalee Pascal, and I am excited to go through Google Classroom with you today. Have you ever felt like this meme? A little bit like this teacher, where you just wanted everything to go kind of more peaceful, but it really felt like you're being attacked by dinosaurs? Well, some of the dinosaurs that we have as educators is perhaps communication with parents and students. Maybe it's grading papers, collecting data, keeping everyone accountable. Well, Google Classroom helps to streamline that process and helps to definitely have more days where it's peaceful and that we can go ahead and be our best version of ourselves as we continue to educate. So let's get into Google Classroom. So depending on your school, you can usually access Google Classroom through your Gmail account. You would just go to your upper right corner, click on the Google Apps or the grid, and then scroll down until you see Google Classroom. Once you click on Google Classroom, you'll have a couple of choices. This, of course, are classes that were previously recorded, but if you're brand new to it, I'll just go ahead and do a duplicate of the class that I created before. I'm going to either join class or create a class. So let's click Create Class. You usually will not see this image because you'll be with the district. This is a personal account, and so that message pops up. And so we're going to go ahead and create a name. So I'm going to put something like Math Rocks, Miss Pascal's class. You can use the section if you're in a high school. This is helpful, but it's not necessary. The subject's going to be math, and our room will be 112. And we just click Create. Now, once you click Create, you're going to have options to have your students join your class. And there's two different ways you can go about it. One of them is just going up here to the very top where you see people, and you would click on that. And then you would click the plus button to add a student. So maybe I have a student named Greg. Now within your district, all students that are registered, they're going to populate once you start putting in the exact name. And so it'll be a lot easier for you to be able to find that student. But the student will pop up in search results, and then you would click on their name, and they'd be added to your class. The other way that you can add students is to have them enter in this code. So you would share this code maybe on the board, or if you use Class Dojo, sending it out there, and just having them use this code to enter your class. Now make sure they're using their classroom as far as the correct code, and then also making sure that the district has assigned them an email, because that's the email that they would use to get into your class. Many districts block the possibility of using your personal email, and so just make sure that students are aware of that when they're signing up for your class. From here, there's a couple of cool things that can be done. You can select a theme, so you just click there, and depending on the subject that you want to focus on, that you have assigned this year, there's already pre-populated themes for you. So since we're in math and science, there really is already a math theme, but we can go ahead and choose a new one if we'd like. And once you select that theme, it'll be uploaded. So how do you go ahead and share assignments with students? So you click here on classwork, come down to where it says create, so the plus button, and then click on assignment. Once you click on assignment, go ahead and put in your title. So maybe it's multiplication facts. And then the instructions would include exactly what you'd like them to do, how you want them to turn it in. Are they turning it on Google Classroom? Are they presenting in class, etc.? And then you're going to go ahead and click Add. So the Add function helps you to include any resources that you think would be helpful to the students. What what I love about Google Classroom is you can include any resources that you may have. So let's say you have a really great YouTube video. I know there's a lot of great YouTube videos on kind of like multiplication facts with rap. Maybe there's a resource that you have used for a while that you found is just great with helping students. You can upload that file for them. But any resources that you would find as an educator would be helpful to your students, you would go ahead and include and add. Once you've done this, you can assign it to your students. So this is how it would look for students, multiplication facts, and they'd be able to see when you posted it, and once they click here, they'll also be able to see exactly what would be needed. Now, let's say that you found that you forgot something that you wanted to include the assignment. All you have to do is click here. It allows you to edit. You can delete it, which is not suggested because sometimes they've already seen it, but I would go ahead and edit, and then that way you can add whatever you wanted to add. So maybe you said, oops, I forgot to add a due date. So all you have to do is go to the due date and assign a specific date that you want this. So let's say you wanted it for the 2nd of June, so in just a couple of days. And here you have the option of including a time. Do you want it by the end of the day, so maybe 3:30? Do you want it by midnight that night, which is probably not the best for elementary students, but whatever time you want this assignment done, you would place it. And then you would hit save, and students will be able to see your changes. Now, this is a quick introduction to Google Classroom. I hope it was helpful. I look forward to going into different things like how to add guardians and parents to your Google Classroom so they'll be able to see the posts that you have for your students. It also has a great function with grades. Sometimes it's integrated with the district's platform as well. And so there are really endless opportunities when it comes to Google Classroom and how it can be used in your classroom. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day.